Tim McMillan, CEO of the Canadian Association of Petroleum Producers, welcome.
Great, thank you for having me.
We know that low oil prices have been particularly devastating for Canada and for Canadian producers. You put out some numbers projecting that oil producers will cut their investments in Western Canada by about a third. When potentially will you see a recovery in that investment?
It's going to obviously depend on the price of the commodities of which we invest, and oil and gas today both low. The investments that we're seeing dropping off are stronger or larger drop-offs on the conventional side than we are in the oil sands, but really it's being affected across the board.
So what are we seeing done presently in the oil sands? The people that are already working there, are they expanding at all?
There are several projects which are 5, 6, 7-year projects that may be in that pipeline, and those projects are going to continue to fruition. We're seeing a slowdown in some of the investments that are a little further out, but really anything that is established and operating, those operations are going to continue. The sunk costs are in, and now on what it costs to produce the oil, those numbers will continue to be produced.
In addition to the low oil prices in Canada, you have a little bit of competition from your neighbor to the south with all of the shale plays we have in America. How is that impacting the future outlook for Canadian energy projects?
It certainly has an effect on market access. We have shale plays in Canada as well, some of them the Bakken, which straddles the border, and the amount of new oil that's coming out of the shale plays is fighting for pipeline access with the conventional oil from Canada and the oil sands. So one of the challenges that we need to face is the ability to get more market access, be it pipelines or rail.
So what is your outlook at this point for the Keystone XL pipeline actually being approved by the Obama administration? It was a tough fight in Congress to start with.
Absolutely. We're 6 years in. I think the arguments have been made. It's now on the president's desk, and we continue to put forward a positive message. We think it's important not just for Canada, but for Canada and the United States. We're in a waiting game right now.
So what is the alternative if it is not approved? Will we see companies be able to sink money into other pipeline projects in this environment?
Well, we in Canada have 2 projects to the west coast which are currently under development. We have Energy East going to eastern Canada and the east coast. We have other projects coming linking Canada to refineries in the U.S., and each of those continue to move forward. We've added capacity in the last few years. We've added rail capacity and more to be added in years to come. So there are options, but we think that any pipeline should be approved on its merits.
What are you seeing in terms of merger and acquisition activity within Canada with some of the smaller producers?
I think it's a bit of a waiting game right now. I don't think that has really kicked off, and potentially that we'll see more of it in months to come if prices stay where they are.
And are you hearing any calls for prices to increase to any level that makes you feel confident that there will be a reversal or that prices have bottomed?
We don't get into the speculation on the price of oil, but I can tell you that the members we represent are positioning their companies to be successful in the long term. They have gone on the cost-cutting measures. They have positioned their staff complement to be where they think they can be competitive, and everyone is hoping that it's sooner rather than later that we see a recovery, but positioning themselves.
Tim McMillan, nice to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.